Listen to this because they're really trying to tussle with me in the comments over on TikTok because I said I don't believe, especially as we get older, that men and women can have close friendships and just be friends. And when I say friends, I mean you hang out, you text, you call. I thought that everyone knew that we outgrew that. Like, that's elementary school stuff. And when you see it happen, what is going on is 9 times out of 10, one of those people has just been friend zoned, whether it was verbal or not. Because here's my thing. Are you single? Is he single? Call him up. Ask him out on a date. How much you want to bet he won't say no? All I said was, really what's going on is someone's being friend zoned and just waiting for their turn. But hey, everybody in the comments like, I've had a boy best friend ever since I was in the 3rd grade and I'm 50 now. Okay, Sue.
All right, I'm gonna go to you, Ty. You got this elementary school friend that you've been knowing for many years, and you in your new relationship, man. You guys are 6 months in, strong. Decided to go exclusive.
Hmm.
The rules kind of change up a little bit. Your homeboy from elementary school is calling you up.
Hmm.
What you gonna do? He's not too fond of it, a little weary because he's watching these panels and hear these conversations about there's no such thing as women being able to have male friends and vice versa. Ain't no such thing as new friends or old friends. Why is she calling your phone? But in your situation, you've been knowing him for years. Nothing's never happened. He doesn't like it. What you doing?
I mean, I feel like from the beginning, I would have to set the precedent and introduce both of them. If that's really my friend, then he should be hanging around just like my girlfriends do. So my partner should already be comfortable with that person. Me personally, I really don't have a male friend that I've been friends with for forever in real life who didn't end up liking me. That's just my that's just my situation. But I know people who have those situations. So if I was in that boat, they would have to already have a relationship built. I don't think I would stop being friends with that person if we are genuinely friends and that's how they feel as well. I would just make sure that my significant other also is building a relationship with them, just like I would with my girlfriends and my significant other. I would make sure that he's comfortable and understand that that's just the relationship. We're just friends. But he would already know that ahead of time. It wouldn't be like, who is this random guy calling your phone? This is the first time ever. No, I've been hanging out with Jim since you met me. I talk about him all the time, you know? So that was just how I would deal with it. But in real life, I've never had a male friend who didn't end up saying that they liked me. So I understand where she's coming from.
Okay. Go to you, Viz, sir. I know you getting a little bit cozy and leading on that same path as Hink. Did you cut them all loose, man? Cut them all loose. Did you? I can't hear you, man. You on mute.
I think that it is possible to have a friend of the opposite sex. Um, would will they be attracted to you? Potentially, if you're a good looking woman, a good looking man, you got your head on your shoulders, whatever. I mean, that's
Wow.
I feel that that's instinctive, that's natural. There'll be some type of attraction, especially if you guys have invested decades of time together, just growing up or whatever, staying in contact. That of course is building a rapport. So yeah, there may be some type of attraction there. Um, but at the same time, I think that if it's a genuine friendship, then you know that that line isn't to be crossed. Me personally, I do have a very good friend of mine that I've been friends with, a female friend that I've been friends with for 20 years. And she's married. She's been married for some time. And our relationship, even with me meeting her husband before they were married, um, it whatever happened that they were doing, that they had going on within their relationship, made it so where essentially he doesn't trust me, but it's more so because he doesn't trust her, technically. So that has put that has dampened our relationship between me and her, and even the relationship that I built with him, because I've even gotten closer to their children. Their children know me, the entire family knows me because I've been around since day one. So because of whatever they have going on there, that of course affected it. But aside from that, I mean, it's always been love. It's always been transparency. And I think as long as both parties is fully aware of that boundary, and there's no desire to cross it, I think that is possible.
Would you be offended if y'all, well, you're married now, there's all y'all are talking about, you're about to get married. Would you be offended if your wife would still get like checked? Would you think that she didn't trust you, or it would have you thinking she's still out in them streets while she getting tested?
To be honest, I would encourage everybody to get tested regardless. I mean, if you're not concerned about anything, then I don't see no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. I've had different doctors, and different doctors give you different types of health advice depending on their experience and the patients they've seen. And I had this one male doctor that encouraged, every married couple to get it for the simple fact of one time a man did get burned by his wife, found out his wife was cheating. And so he also recommends that married couples even wear condoms, because you can just never be too sure and too careful.
God,
yeah, I don't. If I got to use a rubber and we married, then we have no business being married. But I do agree with again. I do get it. I think that it is important to be aware of your health. Would I feel some type of way if I found out my old lady was getting tested while we're married or whatever? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, honestly. It'll be, as long as you're not like, oh yeah, I went to go get tested today or whatever you telling me, then it's like, okay, what the fuck you telling me for? If you're gonna do it, just do it, But I think that even in that case, if she is cheating, at least I know, what I'm saying, that the motherfucker burning, and we can take care of whatever it is we got to take care of from now. But I think it's that's
you're gonna find out regardless if she burning.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
I can't believe it,
it may not hit me instantly, but it'll come up in the test, and it's like, oh, okay, now we gotta go from here type of deal. But at least at the minimum. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that it can become a slippery slope, because if the subcontext to the other spouse is that you don't really trust me, then that is going to bleed off into other areas of the relationship eventually. So I think that it is imperative to just have that conversation beforehand, and be like, hey, I would love to continue to do this. It's not that I don't trust you. I'm just concerned about my health. Or, hey, I feel comfortable with where we are, and I probably no longer will make that a big priority for me.